What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, and I'm dropping another hot video because it is fight week 4. The talented, rising young star in the sport of boxing. He's already passed the prospect stage, so he's taking those harder fights. It's that time for him. We're talking about the one, the only Keyshawn Davis. 10 wins, no losses, no draws, 7 wins by way of knockout. He had one majority decision win, overturned to a no contest, and that was against Nair Albright. Tough fight for him, but he ended up testing positive for the marijuana. Stay off the weed, like Stephen A. Smith says. Tested positive for the marijuana after that fight, and it was above the limits that Texas State Athletic Commission allow. So they ruled that fight a no contest. But he won. It was a tough fight for him. Still has a lot of room for improvement, in my opinion, before he gets to the elite guys, in my opinion. But come back from that, he had the fight with Jose Petraza and got a TKO, former champion. So I say he has a lot of room to grow, but you can tell he's right there. He has that elite amateur pedigree background, silver medalist, all those type of things. So yeah, he's right there. He's right there. Now his opponent, Miguel Madueno, he's 31 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 28 wins by way of knockout. So 28 of his 31 wins have come by knockout, and he's only lost twice. His last fight, he got a split decision over Justin Haldo. Um, Now, just to be clear, no knock on this guy, but how do I say, he hasn't fought the best of the best guys in his 31 fights, but he's fought those who were available. He's fought who they put in front of him. He's kind of moved along a little, in a different way, a slower way than a lot of other fighters, but he's definitely worthy of this fight right here. Now, for me, with this fight, I think Keyshawn Davis can win this fight. I think he can win this fight big. I think he can get a knockout in this fight. I went and watched some film on Miguel Madueno. Didn't really see a lot there that was, you know, probably cause for concern for Keyshawn Davis. Maybe it was just the opponents. But for Keyshawn Davis, man, the one thing that I always have been saying about this young cat, man, is he showboats a lot. And typically, whenever he's in a position where he's dominating his opponent, uh, winning the rounds easily, he showboats a lot. I went and watched him fight when he came to Shawnee, Oklahoma. And in that fight, he knocked his opponent down, and you could just see he was in there playing, playing with him and all that. He did that with Nair Albright, and he got caught a couple times, had to tie up. So it was one of those things where, man, if you wouldn't showboat, you would probably run through just the rest of these guys, or saw a lot of these guys they're gonna put in front of you from now on. He kind of gives me that Usain Bolt type feel. You remember how Usain Bolt used to run that race and he'd be hard for about 60, 70 meters, and then down the stretch you could just see he shuts it down with 15, 20 meters left and still get the win, and breaking world records, all that back then. But I think Keyshawn Davis should get about a eighth or ninth round knockout in this fight. um I think he's gonna have to be made to work for it, though. I don't foresee it coming super easy. um Miguel is a game, very game, as they would say, opponent. And he's not coming for a check. He's not coming just for the show. He's coming to stop the show. He's coming to steal the show. So I think for Keyshawn Davis and where he's at, I think being on his P's and Q's is a must in this fight, especially after his last fight being ruled a no contest, or one of his last fights being ruled a no contest. You didn't look your best in that fight. Although you got the TKO victory over Pedraza, which is by all means a really good win for him, but you still got to come out and blast through this guy. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this fight. Who you think is going to win, what round, if you think it's going to be a knockout. Let me know in the comments. Peace.